The strangers formed a protective circle around the snake, their glowing artifacts casting an eerie light. The villagers and elders watched with a mix of awe and trepidation, wondering what would happen next. An elderly stranger unfurled an ancient scroll, its symbols glowing with a mystical light. As he read aloud, the air thickened with anticipation, and the snake began to writhe more violently. The shaman and elders joined the strangers in their chants. Their combined voices created a powerful resonance, and the snake was bathed in a swirling vortex of light, its movements becoming increasingly frantic. Suddenly, the snake split into two forms, one resembling Pastor Olu, the other a spectral figure. The villagers gasped in shock, unable to comprehend the unfolding spectacle. Pastor Olu's form and the spectral figure faced each other, a palpable tension crackling between them. The villagers and strangers formed a circle around them, their chants growing louder and more urgent. The spectral figure spoke in an ancient tongue, its voice echoing ominously. Pastor Olu's form reacted with visible distress, as if struggling against an invisible force. Pastor Olu's form began to speak, his face contorted with pain. The villagers listened intently, their faces a mix of fear and hope. "I was deceived," he cried. "This specter seeks to take my place." The strangers raised their artifacts, beams of light shooting towards the spectral figure. It shrieked and recoiled, its form flickering as it struggled to maintain its presence. The villagers joined hands, their collective determination forming a protective barrier around Pastor Olu. The spectral figure grew weaker, its form becoming more transparent. In a dramatic clash of light and darkness, Pastor Olu and the spectral figure engaged in a final, intense struggle. The very air around them crackled with energy, the fate of the village hanging in the balance. The spectral figure disintegrated into particles of light, vanishing into the night sky. Pastor Olu's form collapsed, exhausted but victorious, the village safe at last. The villagers helped Pastor Olu to his feet, relief and joy etched on their faces. The strangers stood nearby, watching with satisfaction, knowing their intervention had saved the day. As dawn broke over the village, bathed in golden light, Pastor Olu stood at the church entrance. He looked out over his community with renewed strength and purpose, ready to lead them into a brighter future. The mysterious strangers departed the village, their forms fading into the morning mist. The villagers waved, their hearts filled with gratitude and hope for the future. The villagers came together to rebuild and celebrate. Their community was stronger and more united than ever, having faced the supernatural and emerged victorious. Pastor Olu held an ancient artifact left by the strangers, its glow hinting at more mysteries to come. The village thrived in the background, peaceful and hopeful for the future.